Hello everybody, this is Alan with the Alan Wang Realty Group and also founder of the new Keller Santa Clara Valley office in Santa Clara. Well, we're all at home now with shelter in place. Those honey to-do lists, there's no more excuses. It's time to get some things done around the house. Now, one of the things that we tend to neglect is changing our air filters. If you look up at our air filters, the air filter basically keeps all the dust and all that out of your HVAC system. Most of us don't change that basically barely once a year maybe, and sometimes never. And that's really, really bad for air circulation. Also, it's really bad for your furnace. It could reduce the life of your furnace. Unfortunately, I haven't touched this in a while either. And as you can see, I'm standing on a very dangerous part of my staircase on the hallway with a ladder that's offset. So it's a little, not the best place for this builder to put this, but we're gonna get it done today. The rule of thumb for a 1-inch air filter is to change it every 1 to 2 months actually, especially if you're actively using your heating or cooling system. I recommend you do that. We're gonna do that today. One thing before you proceed is to definitely take a note of the measurements of your air filter. As you can see, mine is so off, hidden away that you tend to never buy the material. So I do recommend you buy a few and leave it in your garage. That way you don't have the excuse, oh, I don't know what the size is, I don't wanna change it. All right, well, first things first, let's get up here and let's change this, take out what I got here. I'm gonna climb up here, I'm gonna be really careful, be very careful with this because it is extremely dangerous. All right, there's 2 little notches on mine. Some of them have a screw, but this one has a notch. I want you to be careful. This back end here is not attached very well. So just be aware of that. It actually dangles and it could fall off and hit you in the head. So you don't wanna do that. Now I'm going to try to open this here if I can. So I got that one open, and then try to get this one open as well. A screwdriver might have been a good idea. Be a good note for next time. All right. So this is unlocked. I'm gonna let this drop. Now remember, I told you this side tends to be pretty flimsy, so you wanna be careful. Now you see how dirty, I'm gonna let this dangle, but be very careful. Now, my air filter is in really bad shape. That is pretty disgusting. That is all dust from the air circulation, and bad on me, a honey to-do list that I have not gotten done. If I can see what a new one looks like, this is what it should look like, and this is what it should not look like. Now I'm gonna buy a batch of these, and I'm gonna put them in the garage. I'm gonna try to change them every 1 to 2 months. Since I'm at home, I'm gonna get this done. Sorry, honey. All right, I'm gonna take this dirty one out of here. Again, I mentioned, make a note. I took a picture of this before I came up here, 20 by 24 by 1. You always forget what size it is. So go on Amazon or Lowe's and just buy a bunch. I would buy 4, 5 to 6 of them and just put them in your garage so you don't have any excuse of why you didn't have any of these to change. All right? Now if you look up here, this is where the air filter goes and it should fit nicely in here as the other one did. I'm gonna put that in here. Again, be careful of that back area as well. Pop that in here. It generally fits pretty well. This one I remember you gotta push it a little bit and bend it, which I'm gonna do. Whoops. Careful there. Sometimes you gotta push it, give it a little bit of force. All right, there's my newer air filter. Those of you that are perhaps a lot of allergies, actually this is the hypoallergen one that I bought. Just you want to capture all that dust in there. All right, I want to gently pop this back here, make sure, be careful, this thing might sometimes get loose. I might put that in place, get it right back in there nicely, and then lock it back up. And voila, there you go. Now, I highly recommend you block your calendars every 2 months to change this air filter, especially if you're actively using it. Everybody, be safe at home. Let's flatten this curve together, shelter in place, and I'll see you on the other side. Have a wonderful day.